welcome back to the channel. Today, we're looking at a dramatic 19th century painting that captures a moment of tension, emotion, and social dynamics set in a rustic village scene. At first glance, it may seem like just another historical genre painting, but the layers of storytelling and artistry are simply fascinating. Let's dive in. Our story begins with the two central figures. On the left, we see a man dressed in Renaissance-style attire. His stance is defensive, his hands bound behind his back, and his body slightly turned away. He's being pulled by a woman in an ornate white dress. Her posture is tense, her head tilted back as she pleads, or perhaps demands, something. Her dress, with intricate blue floral designs, suggests she belongs to a higher social class. Look at their expressions. The man's face shows discomfort or reluctance, while the woman is filled with desperation or defiance. This interaction sets the tone for the entire scene. Now, let's widen our view to include the other figures. To the right, there are two older men. One, dressed in dark clothing with a red scarf, appears to be a figure of authority, perhaps a judge or elder. He seems stern, but not overly aggressive, holding a piece of rope or chain. The other man, in brown robes, assists him, dragging along another figure, a hunched-over individual, possibly a prisoner or servant. Behind them, a woman in a bonnet leans against a barrel, appearing to shield herself from the drama, perhaps overcome with emotion or shame. And in the far left background, a solitary figure stands apart, observing the scene, adding to the feeling of tension and spectacle. Let's take a moment to analyze the setting. The scene unfolds outside a rustic, timber-framed house. The weathered building, the barren trees, and the scattered hay suggest this is a small rural village. This is a world where personal disputes often became public spectacles, judged not just by officials, but also by the community.